Do passaggio a livello. What is passaggio a livello? Guys, watch. See the definition. Please, I don't start. What is a passaggio a livello? I'm coming. Let me tell everybody to join the class because if I don't tell people to join class, don't go join. Let me know. All right, so passaggio a livello, they said è un attraversamento a raso tra una strada ed una linea ferroviaria. Let me repeat again. Passaggio a livello è un attraversamento a raso. Students, if I tell you attraversamento a raso, what does it mean? They said passaggio a livello is what? È un attraversamento a raso. I have a question for the class. If I tell you attraversamento a raso, what do you mean?
Crossing on the same level of the land.
A raso means anything on the same level. Now they can say passaggio a
Yes.
livello
Yeah.
is a what? It's a crossing way where we say arazo between a road and a linear ferroviary. What is linear ferroviary? The train track. Let me show you a typical picture of what they mean. Guys, follow me. Oh. Very, very important. Very, very important to this class. Very, very important. Now, they say passaggio a livello è un attraversamento a raso, like this picture you're seeing here. They say it is an intersection between the strada and the linea ferroviaria. They're on the same level. That's why they call it arazo. Is it clear now, guys? Is there anybody in this class that do not understand what I explained now?
Mhm.
Eh?
I get your point.
Hello,
I get your
everybody.
point.
Is it clear? All right. Let's continue. Now they can say,
Yes.
what? If you are arriving to this partial level, now this is a very big topic, but we are going to be saying this is just the introduction of it. This topic long way. Now watch, students. If you are getting to partial level, there are different kind of warning they will give you. I want to see them one by one. Well, we'll not go deeper into it because that's not our focus, but we'll see what they are. Now, when you get to a partial level, there are different things you see there. Let us see what the book told us. The book says you see what? Barriera or semi-barriera. That means when you get to a partial level, you go see barrier. What is barriera? Barriera is the stick. Semi-barriera is the shorter stick. This stick where they see here. Let's continue, guys. When you get to passaggio livello, you see what they call pannelli che indicano la distanza. Some book they call them pannelli distanziometrici. Let me repeat again. Some quiz calls it pannelli distanziometrici. This part they call it what? Pannelli che indicano la distanza. I hope you have written these things down because me, I don't. I try my best to break it down for you. So it's not left for you to follow me bomber to bomber. Now, what is this pannelli che indicano la distanza or pannelli distanziometrici? Guys, look. There are these three stripes where they see here. These two stripes here and this one stripe here. Now, remember that passaggio livello. Now, waiting. It's an intersection between two or more roads. It's an intersection between a road and a railway line, abi? Railway line, not train station. Not train station, a different thing. Railway line. Now, this part that they're not giving us the different kind of signs where you go see there. All these things are all warning that you are arriving in the partial level. They are all warning, students. Now, one of the things we just discussed now is what they call pannelli distanziometrici. Whenever it has three stripes, something like this. You see these three stripes where they here. Now, these three stripes mean that in 150 meters, you arrive to that place where the train they pass. In 150 meters, you can see two stripes. Two stripes simply mean in 100 meters, you arrive where the train they pass. Only one stripe simply means in 50 meters, you arrive where the train is passing. Is it clear, students? That is what we call pannelli che indicano la distanza or pannelli distanziometrici. If you have a question, ask. If you have a question, ask.
Mm.
Is it clear now? I hope you guys have brought out your pen and paper. If you are just listening to me, no go work. Bring out your pen and
Can
paper.
you repeat all of them, please?
Ma?
Can you repeat that?
Your
Can you
team.
repeat that
Okay.
again, please?
Now I said, on this topic called partial livello, there are different kind of warnings they are giving us because the work of this partial livello is a place where it's an intersection between a road and the railway line. Is it clear? Now, all these symbols we're about to see now are all warnings they are giving you. They are all warning they're telling you that you're about to arrive to a place where there is a road intersection with what? With a railway line. Like this picture you are seeing. Railway line, not train station. Now, one of those symbols, we've discussed it, is called barriera. The other one is semi-barriera. That is the shorter stick. We now have what they call pannelli che indicano la distanza o pannelli distanziometrici. Whenever it has three stripes, it simply means that in 150 meters, write it down. That the three stripe there, 1, 2, 3, the three diagonal line here, simply means in 150 meters, you arrive to the place where the train is passing, like where this red car is. That is, you arrive in correspondenza. The two stripe there simply means in 100 meters, you arrive to where the train is passing. Only one stripe simply means in 50 meters, you get to where the train is passing. Student, is it clear now? Is it clear? So that is meaning of this.
Yes.
That's meaning of pannelli distanziometrici or pannelli che indicano la distanza. Another examples of things you will see there is what they call dispositivo di segnalazione acustica, a campana. Guys, what does this mean? Dispositivo means it's an equipment. What do you mean of acustica? Acustica means sound. Campana means bell. You hear an equipment that makes a bell sound. Gling, 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 whenever the train is passing. You remember? All these things are all warnings they're giving you. When the train is about to pass, it will be making sound. Gling, gling, gling. It's to tell you as a driver that, look, oh, train is about to pass. Is it clear now? All these things are all warning they're giving us. Don't forget all these things, students. Next one is called luce rosse. Before you get where the train is passing, you will see this luce rosse. It can be one, it can be two. Say two big discs. Where we say it's enough. Sometimes it blinks, sometimes it's just fixed there. Is it clear? All these things are all warnings they're giving you that the train is about to pass. Follow me, students. The last one is what they call Croce di San Andrea. What is this particular guy they call Croce di San Andrea? Croce S. Andrea. Now, I'll tell you something. All these things are all topics that they are topics of their own. They are topics we will see later on. Is it clear? But we are seeing them now. Now, watch. When you get to a particular railway line and you see something, you see only one X like this, it is called Croce di San Andrea. It simply means that on that railway line that is in that particular parcel livello, it has only one railway line. Whenever you see only one X like this, it means this is Croce di San Andrea. That means, write it down, Croce di San Andrea. Croce means the cross of San Andrea in English. It means that this particular passaggio livello has only one binary lane, only one railway line. Only one railway line, whenever it has only one. But whenever it has two, let's say you arrive to a wonderful parcel livello and you see two like this, it means that that particular parcel livello has more than one railway line. It might be two, it might be three, it might be four. Is it clear, students? Is it clear? Now, this particular X can be placed horizontally, it can be placed vertically. Is it clear now? This is the barrier I'm telling you about, the stick. All right, guys. Is there any question so far? Mimi, no. Is there any question? Is there any question? All right, guys.
Wait,
All right.
I'm coming. No, come on. Aspetta.
All right, guys. So, the next topic is called Strada Extraurbana Principale. I want to tell you something. I'll jump these two for now. Why is I want to jump them? Because of two reasons. You can take this one. Take it. I'll jump it for now. I'll come back to it next time. So I want to do something very important. Now, I'll jump Strada Extraurbana Principale. I'll jump Autostrada. Now, I'm going to just do a rush quiz here. I'm going to ask everybody a question here. I will not be happy if you don't know the answer because we've done this already. I will asking questions. Let me see how I understand. Let me see before we go to the next stage. Now, I'll call you guys one by one. You explain. Now, how many carriagetta can we see here? I'll call you guys one by one. And let me see our level because some of us are not taking this in very serious. Let me start from Mrs. Chinelo. Hello, ma, on your mic. Please, can we on our mic and control the children and control the noise, please, everybody. Mrs. Chinelo, on your mic, pa. How many carriagetta can you see here? Hello, Mrs. Chinelo.
I'm hearing you.
Yes, yes. Join us, ma. How many carriagetta can you see there?
Okay. We have
Time is going,
four
ma.
carriagetta.
How many?
Four.
Four carriagetta.
Four.
Now, you say four carriagetta. I'm coming back to you later. Mrs. Mercy, how many carriagetta can you see here?
Two carriagetta.
You said two carriagetta. Who else again is here? Let me see. Mrs.
Okay.
Blessing. How many Karijata can you see here?
Sorry, one Karijata.
No, Mrs. Blessing.
That is one.
One carejata.
Yeah, one Karijata. Now, Mrs. Chinelo, I want to give you homework. Me, because those I used to call you that. Me, I know who is following. I want you to go back again. Study this
Okay.
thing very well. If you don't study this thing very well, it's going to be hard. Take your time. Go to the YouTube channel. You've not called me in there. Let me explain to you how the YouTube, how the quiz patente works. You have to call me. Let me explain to you how those things work, so that you start doing what other people are doing. It's very, very. If you miss this particular point,
Okay.
wahala day, it might be difficult for you to understand it because every student get the way they understand things. So I will advise you to go back again, study this thing with all your might. Because if you miss a wahala day, you will be here for a long time. I won't lie to you. So we have only one Kajata here. Now, let me start again from Mrs. Chinelo again. How many Kosia can you see here? How many?
Okay. One. We have 4 here.
Now we have only 4 Kosia here. All right. That's the answer. Now, Mrs. Chinelo again. How many Kajata can you see here?
We have 2 carejata.
You said 2 Karejata. Mrs. Messi, how many Karejata can you see, Emma?
There's one Karijata, sir.
1 Karejata.
Yes, sir.
Does anybody have a different answer? Eh? Does anyone have a different answer? So we have only 1 Karejata here, students. Just one, not 2. 1 Karejata. Now, for every student who never know the meaning of Karejata, I will advise you to go and watch the videos again. Study it very well. Because if you miss it, wahala day. Big problem. We have only 1 Karejata here. Is it clear? All my videos are on YouTube and they are free. You have to don't go and be watching. Start from the first topic, definizione generale. We have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Watch all of them. Don't jump any topic. If you jump any topic, it's a big problem. That is my advice. All right, guys. So, that is it for this side. So, I've been seeing some of us are quiz, and some of us have been doing really, really perfect. But some of us are, we've not taken this thing very, very, very serious. Which is, which we need to start taking this thing very, very serious. Now, students, I want to now go back to where we are now. Now, let us now enter into the topic called classification of vehicles. I will advise you now to put on your seatbelt. Wake up now because this topic is very, very, very crucial. I want to even shock you. Even people in that group, they don't even know this topic very well. So anything you learn today, write it down on your biro and paper. And don't ever forget it. Put it down on the jotter and don't forget it. Now, what is classification of vehicles? First of all, remember that vehicle are those things that has engine and those who have engine. Now, I want to tell you one more thing. We have many type of vehicles, but the main important ones are what we're going to be saying. We have what they call vehicle abracha. That is wheelbarrow. But those things we're not going to be seeing those things because they're not very important. We have many type of vehicles, but we're going to be seeing the main important ones. Now, the main important ones are motocicli, ciclomotore, and everything that concerns auto veicoli. But guys, watch. I prepared a wonderful slide for all of us. So that this will be very, very clear. Like clear, clear, clear. Now, students, write it down. Classification of vehicles. The first family of vehicles is what? Ciclomotore. Students, watch. My aim is to give you what? Definition of ciclomotore. Please make it noise now. And give you their characteristics. Let me repeat again. My main aim is to give you the definition of ciclomotore. Give you what? Their characteristics. If I give you the characteristics, that means say you don't know you know the difference between a ciclomotore from a motocicli or a motocicli from a ciclomotore. That is the aim. Please write it down now. Now, what is ciclomotore? Definition. Ciclomotore has 2 definitions. Ciclomotore is said to have 2 definitions. Number 1, they call them ciclomotore a 2 o 3 ruote. What does it mean? Ciclomotore that has 2 or 3 wheels. Have you ever seen this on the road before? I believe many of us have seen this on the road. They call them what? Ciclomotore. Why do they call it 2 or 3 ruote? The ruote there simply means the wheel, not the tire, the wheels. Because it has 2 wheels. Ciclomotore definition can be said to have any vehicle that has 2 or 3 wheels. And the first definition, I hope you're writing this in down. Because you cannot just listen and most of us they forget things. I go ask question. So why don't you just write it down? Definition of ciclomotor are those vehicles that have 2 or 3 wheels. Second definition, they call them what? Quadricicli leggeri. They call them what? Quadri. See, the word quadri is 4, quattro, quattro. Why do they call it cicli leggeri? Leggeri in Italiano simply means light, anything very, very light. Now, how many of us have seen smart car? All those smart cars we used to see that are small like this, they call them what? Quadricicli leggeri. How do you know they fall under ciclomotore? Student, I will tell you the answer. You check their characteristics. The answer is based on their characteristics. If you look now, I've given you the definition of ciclomotore. I've told you that ciclomotore has 2 or 3 wheels. First definition. Second definition, they call them what? Quadricicli leggeri. Now, students, what are their characteristics? In a new jota, follow me. In a new jota now, see in a new paragraph, right? Characteristics of ciclomotore. Characteristics of quadricicli leggeri. Now, one see now. It is same now. We have given you guys definition of ciclomotore. They call them ciclomotore a due or tre ruote. A due. Ciclomotore that have 2 or 3 waves. And they call them what? Ciclomotore are what? Quadricicli leggeri. And quadricicli leggeri because they have 4 waves, but they are very, very light. Now, what are their characteristics? Number 1, concerning ciclomotore, their cilindrata è inferiore. The key word there is inferiore. È inferiore a 50 centimetri cubi, 50 centimeters cube, or 50 cc. Student, if you cram this thing, if I teach you, you know the light and that, you go forget them. I want you to write it down once and for all. The first characteristics about ciclomotore, they call them what? Ciclomotore, their cilindrata is what? Their cilindrata è inferiore a 50 centimetri cube, 50 centimeters cube, 50 centimeters over raised to power 3, or cc. I didn't write raised to power 3 here, but it's raised to power 3, not centimeters. Now, guys, what does this mean? The cylinder where they put their fuel, the cylinder, it is just 50 centimeters, which is very, very small. That if you put fuel there, fuel will all full immediately because the cylinder is too small. Now, some quiz call it la cilindrata motore termico because it is used in putting fuel. Is it clear now? Now, the cylinder that contains the fuel they put in there is what? Just only 50 centimeters cube now, just something way small like this. It's very small. Is it clear now? Or cc. That is the first characteristics. I don't write them down. And the key word is inferior. It is inferior. That it is from 0 to 50. It cannot be 51. It cannot be 52. It cannot be 53. It cannot be even 50 point something. It is from 0 to 50. They said the cylinder is inferior to 50 centimeters cube. Second one now. Second characteristics. Are you guys following me? Hello? Hello? Are we sleeping? What's happening? Are you guys
Hello.
sleeping? All right. Okay. Now, the second one now is the potenza. The potenza in English means the horsepower. The horsepower that makes it to be very, very strong. Like I make it to run. That is the horsepower. That is, they call it potenza. The potenza, they say is what? È inferiore. Some quiz say non superiore. Two of them mean the same thing. È inferiore or non superiore. Two of them mean that it is inferior to 4 kilowatts. Have you written it down? They say the horsepower for ciclomotor will get 2 or 3 waves. Their characteristics is what? The potenza è inferiore a 4 kilowatts, 4 kilowatts. Some quiz say, because if you convert kilowatts to watts, now 1,000, that is 4,000 watts. You can see it in some quiz. It's still vero. If you see 4 kilowatts, now still vero. They say the potenza è inferiore a 4 kilowatts. La potenza è non superiore. That is, it is not bigger than 4 kilowatts. Concerning ciclomotor and a due or tre ruote. That is their characteristics. Now, lastly, concerning ciclomotor, we get 2 or 3. This is their characteristics. So, their velocità è inferiore a 45 km orario, 45 km per hour. See, the way they built those particular vehicles, they cannot run more than 45 km per hour. I hope you've written it, even for the old students. Why don't you write it down once and for all so you don't ever forget them again for your life? It's very important. Their speed is never more than 45 kilometers per hour. Very, very important. Some quiz can tell you, and non superiore, it is never more than that. It cannot be 46. It cannot be 47. It is from 0 to 45. Their velocità. So I don't want you tomorrow now, you now go and mistake one value. You will now say their cylinder è inferiore a 45. It is false. So their cylinder è inferiore a 50. So guys, I've told you guys the characteristics of ciclomotor. We'll get 2 or 3 ways. Let us now see characteristics of what? Or qualificatory. Everything I just discussed to you guys now about ciclomotor, according to their characteristics, is the same thing for qualificatory. What changes? The only thing that changes is that according to their potenza, according to the potenza of qualificatory, I'll be writing it down now. Now, we don't enter characteristics of qualificatory now. Still under ciclomotor. Are you guys following me now? The only thing that changed from quadricyclic leggeri and ciclomotor is just the potenza. In this particular place, their potenza ranges tra 4 kilowatts and 6 kilowatts concerning quadricyclic leggeri.
Ciao. Ciao.
Is it clear now? La potenza è inferiore a, you can say, 6 kilowatts. It cannot be more than 6 kilowatts, non superiore a 6 kilowatts, because it is between 4 kilowatts to 6 kilowatts. That is the only thing that changes between ciclomotore a 2 o 3 ruote and quadricicli leggeri. So what have we studied now? We've learned something very important. So whenever you see a ciclomotore will be 3 wheels or 2 wheels on the road, and you see a quadricicli leggeri, you now know the difference. The difference is based on their characteristics. It's based on their characteristics. Is it clear now, students? Is there any question so far before we go further? See, better you ask your question because me, I go ask question. It's just better you ask question. I go ask question for you.
Can you hear me?
Ma?
Hello, sir.
I can hear you, ma.
Can you hear what?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, you say the motor of quadro Chico motor of the what they call it?
Yes,
6 kilowatts, yeah.
6 kilowatts exactly. Now, concerning the potenza, only the potenza, every other thing is the same thing. Every other thing is the same thing as ciclomotore. It's just the potenza that is inferior to 6 kilowatts. It is from 4 kilowatts to 6 kilowatts. Only the potenza. See, the velocità for quadricicli leggeri is the same thing as ciclomotore. It's inferior to 45 kilometers per hour. The cilindrata è inferiore a 50 centimetri cubi or 50 cc. Every other thing is the same thing apart from their potenza. Simple. Can I go further?
Charles,
Sir?
can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Yes, these 2 things, and they had me all this while, if you understand, if you get me right. You know. But for some of quiz, I fit do am, but as they teach me like good stuff, as last year on 20, they give me small difficult. But for some of quiz, I fit do am, but I don't know how you explain now. You know.
But you don't write them down now.
So I tell you,
Write them down.
Yeah.
You trick it now, write them down. If you write them
No,
down,
don't write them down.
but me, I will soon ask you a question now. Just write them down. Now, one more information again. You see these 2 guys here? They can never, I repeat, they can never enter autostrada. They can never, I repeat, they can never enter strada extraurbana principale. You see that guy who they call autostrada? Strada extraurbana. We'll soon see them. Don't worry, we'll soon see them. That's the reason why I want to, because it's very long. It's very, very long, that topic. I don't want to do it today. I'll do it next time. So, guys, these 2 guys we just discussed now, ciclomotore and quadricicli leggeri, you can never ever find them in autostrada and strada extraurbana principale. And you know what they are according to their characteristics. But you can see them in strada urbana. You can see them in strada secondaria. But you see anything concerning strada extraurbana principale or autostrada, you can never see them. All right, guys, let's go to the next one. So what have we done now? We've used one stone, keep plenty bed, because me now, I've not even started reading it from this book. I'm just breaking it down for you. See now, all these things are topic of its own. See, let me show you. We have ciclomotore, we have motocicli. I'm breaking everything down for you, even before we start reading them. So it is going to be easy. I'm teaching you from a different method. Let's continue. Now let us now go to motocicli. Now I'll start asking questions now. I've explained everything that concerns ciclomotore. Watch, students. I will give you the definition of motocicli. Motocicli definition, write it down. Motocicli now. On that name they call motocicli is called moto veicoli. So in case you are doing quiz, you hear the word moto veicoli. Please don't be scared. It's the same thing as motocicli. Moto veicoli is just the same thing as motocicli. Is it clear now? Now the same thing. Now what are definition of motocicli or moto veicoli? They call them what? Motocicli a 2 o 3 ruote. Write it down. They call them motocicli a due or tre ruote. Have you written it down? They call them motocicli. We get 2 or 3 wheels. Simple. The same thing as ciclomotore. Second definition, they call them what? They call them what? Quadricicli non-leggeri. Quadricicli that is not light. Another name they call them is what? Quadricicli pesante. Quadricicli pesante. Is it clear now? That's the kind of 2 names you go here. So whenever you hear that name, quadricicli, non-leggeri, N-O-N, leggeri, it's not light. Understand that we're talking about motocicli immediately. Because in your quiz, they will start talking about motocicli. It's not left for you now to understand they might talk about quadricicli. It's not left for you as a student to understand under which characteristics. Is it under ciclomotore or motocicli? Because if you look very well, you see that quadricicli is under ciclomotore also. Quadricicli is under motocicli. But now, let us now see the difference between the other guy from the other guy. Now, characteristics of these guys. Characteristics of motocicli and motocicli non-leggeri. Quadricicli non-leggeri. Quadricicli non-leggeri. Let us now see their characteristics. Watch. Let me go back to the first one. I'll ask questions here. I'll ask questions now. Watch. The question is this. What? I'll tell you the characteristics of motocicli. I'll now ask a question to see if you guys are paying attention. Watch. They said that motocicli has what? According to their cylinder, watch. La cilindrata è superiore a 50 centimetri cubi. The keyword there is superiore. You see, that's the keyword. È superiore a 50 centimeters cube or cc. Students, I have a question for the whole class now. I'll call you guys one by one. According to ciclomotore, what is the first characteristics according to their cylinder? Let me see. Let me start calling you guys one by one. Because me now, I don't break an answer. I say you should write it down. Let me see if those are writing it down. Let me start from Mrs. Chinelo. On your mic, ma. Hello, Mrs. Chinelo. Let's do it sharp. On your mic.
Okay.
Okay, ma. According to their characteristics, if motocicli characteristics, according to their cylinder, è superiore a 50 centimetri cubi. What is now the characteristics of ciclomotor according to their cylinder? You see, I'm saying no right and down. I want you to tell me the keyword. You see, I'm saying no right and down.
I know. Yes, I know right and wrong. I'm not in the house. That's why.
Man, not be so. See, patent and rules and regulation. Now about if I give you instruction, you go try follow them because trust me, if you miss this particular part, wahala dey. All right, let me call Mrs. Messi. Mrs. Messi, sorry, I'm calling these particular people. I'm calling you guys because I feel that you guys still need to be nurtured in this patented thing. Is it clear now? Obviously, I'm not calling that people. I want you guys to pick up also. Now, Mrs. Messi, let me ask you a question, ma. See, characteristics of motociclo, they said their cylinder is superior a 50 centimetri cubi. Can you tell us the characteristics of ciclomotore, ma? According to cylinder.
Cylinder is non superiore di 50 centimetri, no?
We can't hear you very well.
Can you hear me, sir?
We can't hear you very well.
Oh my God, sorry.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. Can you repeat the question again, please?
Now, the question is this, watch. If motocicli, according to the cylinder, è superiore a 50 centimetri cubi or cc, according to the cylinder that contain fuel, what about ciclomotor?
Yes.
What about the cylinder?
The cylinder is non superiore a di 50 cubi centimetri.
Exactly. È inferiore or non superiore a 50 centimetri cubi. Mr. Chinelo, write all these things down. Just explain. No. That's the key thing there. If ciclomotore, their own cylinder, è inferiore, motocicli own go be superiore. Let me do on that one. Now watch. Second characteristic of motocicli. According to their horsepower, that is potenza. Their potenza now, guys, watch. Their potenza in this particular situation now is superiore now a 6 kilowatts. Write it down. è superiore a 6 kilowatts, 6 kilowatts. I want you, student, I'll call up a student now. You will tell us what is the potenza of ciclomotore. Let me call up a student. I'm coming. Mr. Godwin.
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, class.
Good evening, sir.
Ciclo motor leggeri, quindi non more than 4 kilowatts.
Exactly. The keyword there is what? What's the keyword?
That
In
is not more
Italiano.
than 4 kilowatts.
It's not more than, but tell me in Italiano. You got it correct, but tell me the word in Italiano.
Not superiore kilo,
È inferiore. È inferiore.
inferiore kilo.
Or you say fino a. You can also say fino a. Exactly, sir. It is up to what? 4 kilowatts. All right, guys. Remember, motocicli, according to their potenza, they say it is what? È superiore. Mrs. Chino, write them down. Their potenza è superiore a 6 kilowatts. If na ciclomotore now, è inferiore a 4 kilowatts. Now, lastly, concerning their characteristics of motocicli that has 2 or 3 wheels, watch. What about their speed? If it is motocicli, è superiore a 45 km orario. I'll call up a student. You tell the class, according to the speed of ciclomotore. What can you tell us? Let me see. I'm coming on. Mr. Ifeanyi.
Fino a 45.
Eh?
45. Fino a. Do you hear me?
They talk now. Fino a what?
Fino a 45
Fino a 45 km orario. Or you say è inferiore a 45 km orario. Is it clear now? Now, if na motocicli, their own speed è superiore a 45 km orario. Now, if it is now ciclomotore, their own now is what? È inferiore, or you say fino a 45 km orario. Is it clear now? Very, very simple as ABCD. Now, guys, watch. Let us now move to the characteristics of quadricicli non leggeri, or we call them quadricicli pesante. What is their own characteristics? Everything we just discuss is the same thing. Everything we just discuss concerning motocicli is just the same characteristics. The only thing that change here is what? Is the potenza. It's just the potenza, guys. Every other thing is the same thing. Now, in this particular situation for quadricicli, their own potenza è superiore a 11 kW. 11 kilowatts. Is it clear now? 11 kilowatts. So if I ask a very intelligent question, what is the difference between quadricicli leggeri and quadricicli non leggeri according to their potenza? I want the student to explain. I just told you guys that if na quadricicli non leggeri, their potenza è superiore a 11 kilowatts. Now the question for the class is this. Now I open up for the class, for the whole class. If I ask you a question, what is different between quadricicli leggeri and quadricicli non leggeri according to their potenza?
The kilowatt. So, allora, quadricicli leggeri is no more than 4 to 6 kilowatts, while pesante is superiore 11 kilowatts.
Yeah, it says something now. If it is quadricicli non leggeri, it is not more than 6 kilowatt, abi? If it's your other guy, it is more than 11 kilowatts. Is it clear now, student? All right. So, students, what have we done? We have seen the difference between ciclomotor and motocicli. Very, very important again, watch. Under motocicli, not every kind of motocicli can enter autostrada. Let me repeat again. Not every type of motocicli can enter autostrada. Not every type of motocicli, I'm talking about motocicli or motor veicoli, can enter strada exturbana principale. But the thing that will make them enter is what? Is their
Cylinder.
somebody says cylinder. Is it correct? Yes, their cylinder.
No.
Their cylinder.
Potenza.
Their cylinder. Not their potenza. Their cylinder. Because until you are more than 100 because there are some motocicles we say it is 125 centimeters cube. 125 centimeter scoop, those particular motorcycle can enter autostrada. If your cylinder not reach like that, you know if you enter autostrada.
But 100 cannot enter.
100 cannot enter. If the cylinder is not up to 125 centimeter scoop, you cannot enter autostrada or strada
Okay.
All right, that's the only thing. Is it clear now? All right, guys, we have break down everything we concern motorcycle and ciclomotor. Very, very simple. You see what they break them down for now? Like A, B, C, D. We just did it on a twinkle of an eye. Let us now see what the book told us. We'll soon go for break. Watch. What is ciclomotore? It's a son of veicolo a due o tre ruote con motore termico. Motore termico is everything that goes with fuel. Fino a now they've gone into characteristics. Fino a 50 centimetri cubi di cilindrata, di cylinder. A velocità massima fino a 45 km/h. Is it clear now? Now, one thing that is very important here for us to know is that they said possono essere dotati di cambio automatico. These particular guys they call ciclomotore, they might have automatic gear. Cambio automatico. They fit to get automatic gear. Is it clear now? Please write it down in your jotter. All of them fit get automatic, even motorcycle too. Let us continue. Very important information again with that we've not discussed yet. I ciclomotori sono soggetti a revisione dopo 4 anni dalla prima immatricolazione. Let me explain something very, very deep. What is the meaning of revisione? Now, we have 2 minutes, guys. Revision is something very, very deep. Now, we as human beings, remember, every now and then you go to your doctor for checkup, abi? Yes, I go to my doctor to do checkup. You go to your doctor to do checkup every now and then, so you will not break down one day. Now, that is the same way our vehicle needs to undergo checkup. Now, this particular checkup is different from just carrying your car to mechanic or carrying your car, because we have different type of checkup for according to vehicles. We have the one they call tagliando. Tagliando is just if you want to put fuel, you want to put oil, you want to change a tire. This is what they call tagliando. You want to change water in the car. Take it to mechanic. You want to change your bulb. Revisione means they will. This is the phenomenon. They will carry your car, put it under a machine. The car will be placed on brake. It cannot move. The only thing that will move is the wheel. The car will be running speed on a high speed. And when they will now hold brake, they want to see if your braking system, everything that concerns your braking system, they want to see if it's still working. Is it clear? That is the phenomenon of revisione. That's how they do revisione. You subject your car to a high speed, a long numero di giri. After a particular point, they will now hope they want to see if your braking system still works. If it's not working, they will advise you either you repair it immediately or you go and pound the vehicle. That is why here in Europe we don't see too many cars on the road. If it's in our country or in our continent, sometimes you see even, for example, I was born in Lagos. The cars you see there is more than even the people, the population. So some of these things are because we don't practice what they call revisione. Now, one more thing again about revisione. From the very day you guys, remember, we'll soon go break. When we come back, we'll continue again, beg. Please, just 80 minutes of break. From the moment you buy that your wonderful car, let's say from September, when you go your patente, if it's just a new vehicle, new model, chassis vehicle, new car, it has the first, you can take it to a mechanic once in that 4 years. Because why did they forward? Because it's guarantee of 4 years. Once only in 4 years, just to make sure the car is okay. Then after 4 years, let us say you bought your car 2020. You just take it once in 4 years. Then 2024, you now start taking it to mechanic once in 2 years. The next time will be 2026. Next time 2028, 2030, once in 2 years, once in 2 years. On that name they call once in 2 years, they call it periodicamente.